What began as a relatively peaceful campaign trail in IGANGA town on Friday quickly turned chaotic shortly after the NUP presidential candidate Robert Kyagulanyi finished addressing his supporters at railway grounds in IGANGA town at 5 p.m. It all began when supporters who had convened to listen to Kyagulanyi started singing after his speech, but security officers wanted them to leave the rally grounds. But the supporters defied the security's warnings and directive, and chaos erupted.
But they have killed someone! But they have killed someone! That's all.
Kyagulanyi had returned to Busoga sub-region to rally support, even as he seeks to be the president of Uganda. He campaigned in the region in early October at the beginning of the presidential campaigns. Today, he campaigned in Jinja City and in IGANGA district. He started off in Jinja City, where he had spent a night after campaigning in Kayunga district on Thursday. There was heavy deployment of security officers comprising the army, regular police, counter-terrorism police and the field force unit in Jinja City. The main routes leading to Jinja City were blocked. Kyagulanyi supporters began gathering around him as soon as he left the hotel where he spent the night. Some followed him on foot, while others lined up along the road and cheered him as he headed to Masese, the venue for his first rally of the day. Boda riders joined the procession. Security officers had a tough job to do to keep motorists at bay to avoid accidents. Kyagulanyi held his first rally of the day at Masese landing site on the shores of Lake Victoria in Jinja City. Accessing the venue was difficult because of narrow and rough road. There was a huge crowd waiting for him at the campaign venue. Kyagulanyi faulted the government for restricting fishing on the lake, yet fishing is traditionally one of the major sources of livelihoods for many residents here.
Uganda empya mwabana be Masese, mwabana be Jinja, mwabetolodde nyanja. Executive order number 1 egenda kuba ya kugoba maje ku nyanja, abantu bekize nyanja zaabwe.
He told his supporters to defy the Electoral Commission's directive that requires voters to leave polling stations immediately after casting their votes. The Electoral Commission chairperson Simon Byabakama on Wednesday warned that Ugandans who intend to remain at the polling stations after casting votes will be arrested. Speaking at another campaign rally at Wakitaka Playground in Jinja City, Kyagulanyi decried the high poverty rates in Busoga sub-region, saying the region has the potential to turn into one of Uganda's most developed regions.
Nga masanyalaze gava wano, nga sukali ava wano, ngeno industry hub, na byonna byonna babimalawo, ebyobugagga babisaanyaawo, naitiru bagisaanyaawo, n'amakolero amalala gonna bagasaanyaawo. Mu Uganda empya ebyo ebintu byonna bigenda kuddawo kuba tumanyi byaliwo, bwe byali byo bitumanyiwo, era be baaguza ebintu bya gavumenti, ne besimalayo mumanyi kyentegeeza.
The campaigns in Jinja City were largely peaceful until police fired tear gas to disperse Kyagulanyi supporters as they left the campaign ground. Kyagulanyi had planned to enter IGANGA town, but security forces blocked the road less than a kilometer to IGANGA town, preventing him from reaching the campaign ground through the main road. He was diverted and forced to use a narrow road to access the campaign venue. Along the way, it started raining heavily even before Kyagulanyi reached the venue for his rally in IGANGA town. But his supporters braved the afternoon downpour and continued following him. Kyagulanyi held his campaign at railway grounds in IGANGA town. Now, tomorrow, he continues his campaigns in Masaka City, and that's according to the Electoral Commission Presidential Campaign Program. Daniel Kibet, NTV, in IGANGA town. Yes.